I like how you put that because success is impossible without failure. We tend to fear failure for a variety of reasons, and I think most of it has to do with validation from others. I'm really good at messing up when no one sees me, and I don't really care about it. I mean, maybe my stubbornness will apply to it a little bit, but I'm more patient with myself. But I know other people are watching. Ego gets in the way, and you don't want to fail as often because you don't want to appear incompetent. Those fears and they limit us quite a bit because those failures are essential. And another, I mean, I keep saying things I love about your account, and this reminds me of another thing. But you talk about failure quite a bit throughout your career, and even this year in some of those bigger tournaments where you took an L quick in a competition, or other ones that you knew you should have won, but for a variety of reasons, you just weren't your best self that night. And then you own it and you move forward. But those failures, for me, I've learned way more. I'm really trying to apply how do I learn from my successes as well as I do from my failures. But boy, do I learn better from my failures almost every time.
Yeah, yeah. Failing is definitely easier to learn from. I think the lesson is more like because if everything, I mean, like I kind of have gotten better at like winning and still learning, but like it is not as easy. It's way easier to be like, okay, this was bad. Like that was bad. I got to figure something out there. I think my Aiga match where I got armbarred kind of quick. That was like a situation where I was like, that was bad. I got to figure something out there. That was not good. We got to make sure that doesn't happen again. And I think it's like it doesn't feel good, but it's not like it's okay if it doesn't feel good. The bad feeling passes, but if you don't learn anything, then you're gonna replicate the experience.
And it's funny, like even in success, the way that I found that I can learn is like, how do I find failures in my success? Like, what could I have done better? Like, I still reorient it to where was the fuck up within the good outcome. It's like, there's probably like, how are you learning better from your successes these days?
I guess CJI was easy because all the people got pissed, and I was like, all right, like I don't think that like everything they said was right, but like I could stand up sometimes, like it's because it's not like I can't do it. It's like I just chose not to do it. It's like maybe I should try to be a little bit more well rounded, try to display more well rounded jiu-jitsu. So sometimes people will tell you what you're doing. Also, too, just like having good people around you, like good coaches and mentors and people who are like people you trust. Like that's I think maybe the real reason. Like I'm working more on wrestling these days is like having coaches who are like, I think your game would benefit a lot from wrestling because you wrestle a lot. You wrestle well in the gym. I don't know why you don't do it in comp. It's like okay, that's a good point. I should probably do it more.
Funny you say that. I'm writing a piece right now that I'm probably going to finish up tonight, called "Seek External Validation," and I talk about like ancestrally how, I mean, you had to have external validation for the tribe that you were part of. You had to do your part, or you could be cast out, or of course you could get everybody killed if you weren't supplying and providing for the tribe in that unique way. And so we're biologically wired to want to belong and to seek validation. But we know in today's day and age, most people shit on external validation for good reason, because if you're worried about those metrics all the time or the haters, you're going to get lost in some loops. But as you mentioned, coaches, mentors, your fiance, the people that matter to you that are credible and trustworthy and that you have respect for, man, seek that external validation. Look for those opportunities for improvement because we can't see all those angles. There's benefit in that, but knowing where to go and how, we got to really contemplate that in order to get the benefits that you can get out of that.
I think that just like the big thing is like, and that's something I didn't really get when I was younger. But like the big thing is like having just quality people around, like screening the people that you're like whose opinions you actually care about. Like if I write something and my fiance thinks it's bad, I'm like, okay, I gotta think about this because she likes most of the stuff that I write because it comes from me. So like if she thinks it's bad, this is probably bad. If my coach Jeff thinks my jujitsu looks bad, like he pretty much will always find the good in what I do. So it's like taking the criticism from people who you trust with a grain or with a um like I mean not personally, not taking it personally, but still being able to apply those lessons.
Yes, completely agree. You mentioned fears earlier. I'm not curious about what you wrote on that paper and burned up in Vegas, but what do you think? I had mentioned fear of failure, fear of external invalidation, as being a lot of reasons people might avoid opportunities in life. What other fears do you think limit people's capacity for success?
I think most of it is fear of failure just repackaged and with different words. Everything kind of comes down to the fear of failure. That's like the main one. And then there's also like, you know, I mean, there is fear of success, I guess. There's fear of judgment, but like all of that really, like, fear of being alone, but that's just social failure. It's like everything just I think fear of failure is like kind of the big one that everything kind of comes back to, which is just kind of part of what we do, but like this is going to always happen. But fear of failure is kind of the base, I think.